Hey guys, True Knight back here. So today we're gonna go over test hands for the deck that I profiled the other day with a nuance to Swordsoul for this format. First and foremost, thank you so much, guys. The video was blown up by my standards, at least. I really appreciate it. Please keep the love going on that video. Can we get it to skyrocket, man? Maybe help a guy out with the YouTube algorithm. So please also like and subscribe this video. I know I really don't do this much just because I'm not too much about that, but yeah, it goes a long way. It helps me stay motivated. So let's get into a real quick profile and then we will jump on into testings. All right, so deck profile is pretty simple. Starting out with 3 Ecclesia, 3 Moye, 3 Long Yuan, 2 Taya. Again, not much to say. The Swordsoul lineup, 3 Emergence, 1 Blackout, pretty simplistic. We also have for tennies 3 Ashuna, 3 Vishuddha, 3 Adhara. Not much to say there either. It's just max out so you see them every turn, because with the nuance to it, you're taking away a lot of the graveyard. So non-engines where it changes up: 3 Droll, 3 Shifter, 3 Super, 2 Talent. I'm sure you guys can see that. Yep, okay. 2 Desire, and last but not least, 3 Emperor. So here's the 40 card version. You could up it to 41 if you want to add a 3rd Desires. Do whatever you guys want with it. I encourage it. I just encourage you guys to be open thinking, open-minded. I did post this video on the Facebook group. Got a little bit of hate because I said that Fire King Snake Eyes is tier 0. Some people thought that was a joke, but I think it's a very serious thing, and I think it is tier 0 still. So maybe the YCS results and stuff can change my mind, but I'm pretty heavily invested that we're going to see about, I don't know if I'd want to put it on Vegas odds, but I'm probably pretty sure we're going to see about 60 to 80% of top 32 probably being Snake Eyes Fire King. So, and then probably going to definitely see about 80%, a total of 32 being just some kind of version of Fire King. So be prepared for that. I'm just going to say now I called it, because I feel like that's what's going to happen unless some kind of emergency ban comes out. But anyway, alright, let's get to the extra deck, shall we? I will shuffle up and everything and start that side of the video, but first I want to get into, like I said, just a brief synopsis of the deck. Again, 2 Monk, 1 Shaman, 1 SP, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Yazi, 1 Boxia, 1 Berserker, 2 Chicho, 1 Sovereign, 1 Sinister, 1 Baron, Super Poly targets Mud Dragon and Garuba, and Sky Crisis. So not much to say here. I know it is different. I know, again, change, scary thing. But if you're not changing and feeling nervous about it, you're not growing, in my opinion. So doubling the attack on your opponent out of nowhere, killing them, taking away things like 2 fire monsters and not popping them, but just sending them, and especially if they're under shifter, hurts even more. All out. If you're losing, great card to end up with. If you're sitting with 2 tennies and you've already done your spin, or you already had your Chicho, and most of the time your options are this guy or her. If you have 2 worms that are not Monk, say you've done your normal combo of Moye into Chicho and Long Yuan into Baron or into Sinister, and you also had your Tenny lineup, and you have a choice going first of ending up with like this, this, and this, I would honestly say go this, this, or this. So Again, these are things we'll get into in the test hands. It's just I'm giving you my logic, so. Pretty self-explanatory, but we'll get into it because some of y'all have been wanting to see me show off what I'm talking about here. Side deck can change, obviously, according to your meta that you're facing. Somebody came into my video and said, I don't know about you, but I'd play Lightning Storm and Feather, and I do. Don't know where that came from. 2 Cosmics, 3 Evenly, and 3 Summon Limit. Another person was asking me about Summon Limit in the comments, and that's what I play. So, again, pretty self-explanatory for the meta I face. There's a lot of Fire King, there's a lot of Labyrinth, not a whole lot of Rogue, but you do see it every now and then, every nowhere. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. That's it for the deck profile on Synopsis real quick. So I'm going to take this down, switch it up, mess around with it, and get the camera lined up for the test hands, and then we'll shuffle up and start getting going. Okay guys, be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So I got this set up here. I know it's kind of discombobulated all over the place. Sorry, this is also my workspace. I work from home, so anyway, I wanted to show you I have the deck already shuffled up pretty good, randomized, but we'll shuffle it more just to show I'm not cheating you or anything like that with test hands. Side deck is right here, and we'll kind of go over preferences with that and everything. So let's say we're at round 1 of locals and we're going against Fire King, and let's say they won the dice roll. So they're obviously going to set up and go first. So we'll shuffle. I always shuffle 7 times. 7's my lucky number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opponent will cut, and we will start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so yikes. Now, I wanted to start off with this actually and say, no matter the ratios you do in a deck, you're always gonna have hands like this, right? So, especially in the format with Fire King, and I know some of y'all were excited about starting out with test hands, but this is how it is sometimes in a tournament, right? So opponent goes off, and that's how we start our turn. So of course, what I would do is I would special Ecclesia, normal, try and do all my combos, try and go off here. All else fails, I try and pitch long, you know, yada yada yada. So sucks that to start out that way, but that's how it be. So again, we'll say for the sake of brevity, I think that's actually kind of hilarious that that happened right away. Didn't open up with fire. I opened up with big old bricks, just as such as any deck. All right, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is all right, you know. Fire King plays Ponix, searches. After he searches, we drop. Okay. Opponent passes on, let's just say for the sake of it, they have, let's say they ended and they have, what's his name? Kieran in hand. Okay, we draw. Stand by. Opponent wants to do their thing. Cool, cool, cool. We'll special. And we will, I would go here into here. From there, I'd special. And then banish to special. Where do you think we might meet an interruption right here? Let's say opponent goes Kieran by discarding Arvada. Okay, so Arvada hits the grave, and they don't have any other Fire Kings, so all we have to worry about is an Arvada. Okay, cool. Or I mean, I'm sorry, all we had to worry about is a Kieran. I'd go ahead and go Boxia. Spin back, I'd probably spin back Sanctuary, and then I'd spin back, obviously, Kieran. Go here. Because they activated, I'm gonna have this live. So I may not spin back Kieran just to take him, and then go into Baron or whoever next and swing there. So pretty self-explanatory. I want to practice this as though we are playing against Fire King mainly. Fire King, Labyrinth, things of that nature. Let's call it Fire King, Labyrinth, maybe Voiceless Voice, things like that. So let's say we came back in game 1 and won that. We're gonna go into game 2. I'm probably gonna put in, I might put this dude in, especially if my opponent looks kind of new to Fire King. Definitely might put these in for sure. And yeah, so for game 2 I'd probably take out Droll, and I might take out Imperm and add in these 3 right here and these 3 and kind of go that way. But okay, let's get into the next test hands. Hoping to show you guys some stuff with the hand traps and all. So here we go, we're gonna go second again. Drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's pretty nice, right? All right, so standby. During standby phase, we're gonna drop it. Opponent's probably not gonna end up on much, but let's say for the sake of things that they ended up with Ponix, Search, got Garua, and Garua didn't hit anything. They just landed on a Garua, and they say go. So we'll draw for turn. Let's say they ended up with Kieran in hand as well. So they might shotgun it and just put Kieran out there to dare me to special summon from the extra deck. At which point, if they do, I'm gonna go ahead and it is tempting to get him out, but do I want to do that? Actually, I do. So I would special, and then with them sitting on Kieran and Garrux, I'd probably go banish here and take away Garunix and Kieran, and I'd put this guy out and call fire. I'd search. I'd go ahead and search out Long Yuan.
Music licensing reimagined.
We're gonna shuffle because we're gonna attempt to draw. And that was my misplay. I should have specialed him in offense, not in defense. But anyway, normal, we will reveal, we'll special. So here, and forgive me, I forgot about that, but we're not gonna draw. We are going to summon. I'm gonna go ahead and go for game in this scenario. So I'm going to summon this guy. I'll go effect. We won't get effect of Moye, so we won't draw, but we'll search. What do we not mind losing? I don't mind losing Blackout because I'm gonna go for game. I don't really mind losing any of them because I'm gonna go for game, but there's a cool little effect here. So if we had the space for it, which we don't, but we could. Let me show you something. So here, right? Again, this is a test hands video. We're messing around with it. I don't get my draw from Moye, no, but I could go ahead and go for game here. I have plenty of attack on board, but what I might want to do is if I see something that it might even in the least bit threaten me, I could do these two and go into our little buddy SP. And then I could go here, that would be 35, 36, 37, 47, 57, 65, 75, 81. So watch. So special, dump. Because we dumped out Blackout, we get a token for that too. So boom, we get 2, right? Pretty cool. Doesn't really mean anything, but we get 2, which is always awesome. We'll banish the Long Yuan. We don't get his effect to burn, but nonetheless, we still got game. So we would finish game here because let's say when we popped, or when we sent Garunix and Kieran, because of Shifter, we put 2 in his or hers banish. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in ours. So that leaves him at 39, 49, 55, 65, 75, 83. 83 damage right there. So we win game right here. So pretty simplistic, but it works, right? How bad did it hurt you? No, you don't have your draw, which sucks. You don't have your Moe draw. You didn't get your Long Yuan burn, which sucks. But you have game. So you muscled through it. You have a potential banish. You don't have a negate effect. Or is there a worm on board? You can banish 1 Swordsoul from hand or graveyard. No, never mind. So you don't have a negate, but you do have a beater. You got a Chicho, and you got a banish effect if they need it for whatever, and then you have Droll next turn if they try and do any kind of searching. So it is pretty strong in my opinion, especially because you're wasting all of their resources because it's all banished now. They don't have recursion, they don't have floating, it's just all gone. And it's actually 4,000 on him because whatever they had to toss to get Karen out. So just those are the things that are going to win for this deck in this meta, is those little plays like that. So you got to be aware of it. You gotta be aware of it. So that was actually a pretty cool hand to show what I've been thinking about with this deck. It kind of showed my exact philosophy of how I think the deck will run if I play it this way. Swordsoul has never really been a deck to have much follow-up. You usually end up on like sometimes 2 to 4 cards. Only 1 or 2 of them may be engine. You're hopefully having a tenny, and then you have hand traps, and you kind of rely on it that way. So you're used to playing it that way, but just now expect those resources to go even flatter. So yeah, we'll cut and draw again. So let's go first. Going first, 2, 3, come on, 4, and 5. We'll take it. So you have combo. However you choose to play. I personally don't like playing Taya on my first hand. I like following up with Taya. So what I would go here is Emergence. And yes, I know you're susceptible to hand traps just like you have in your own deck. So we very easily could get drolled right here. We're just going to play as though we're not. So if you want to comment in the video like nib, or droll, like yes, we understand that, but we're just testing as though that doesn't happen. Now in a live circumstance, you need to think about that. All right, what if this got ashed? What if summoning I got Veilered? What then? How do I react then? You know, for the sake of this video, we're gonna play through, but you need to think about those things when you're playing this deck. So summon, reveal, special, go ahead. I'm gonna go Chicho, chain link. Well, if they haven't stopped me here, I get a little cocky at times, but it's up to you and your preference. But I would go ahead and go chain link 1, chain link 2. So I'd search first for Long Yuan, and then draw. So we'll draw, Cool. We got follow-up for next turn. Gonna go ahead and go long you one. Pitch. Here comes the memers. Nib. Ha ha ha. Yes, we get it, but we're acting as if we're not getting nibbed. Special. You can abuse the crap out of him this format, but kaijus are a thing, and so is lightning storm and all that stuff. Some people have it main decked. I prefer a Baron Negate just because I hate playing against it. So and then we shall set and pass. Pass turn. Opponent wants to draw to do their thing, yada yada yada. We will go ahead and activate. Let's say they end up with 2 monsters. Let's say it's Labyrinth, so they got Ariana and another one, maybe Butler or Sandley or something. They're both darks. We'll pitch. We can go here. We could go here. I would just say let's go here and let the opponent keep going. Let's say they add a card to hand, then we'll also draw them. And we still have our effect negate, we still have our Baron negate. Opponent says go, we draw for turn. We are lit. So something I did forget my last test hand, I apologize, is I did not discard for Super Poly. So that may have cost me a lot. I think I had an extra card in hand, so I could have discarded, but that is something that you need to remember. Please don't cheat your opponent. Discard, discard, discard. Something. Sorry. I'm new to playing that card, so I didn't remember that, but I just remembered it now when I was playing it. So, yeah, pretty simplistic thoughts, viewpoints. Let's go into a couple more test hands. Again, guys, please show some love and all for this deck if you guys like it, if it's an idea. I know it's kind of mundane and boring. It's not like Infernoble with infinite new combos that you could do for hours and hours on camera, but I'm just trying to show that this can get the job done in this format. With this, instead of having Ash, Veiler, and Imperm, you can get the job done with the stuff that I've included. So, all right, let's say we're going second. Draw, draw, draw. 4 and 5. Cool, we're in there. Opponent searches something. Let's go ahead and drop the draw. Let's say they still try and do effect activation. We can imperm them. And they'll pass turn to us. So we've pretty much stopped a lot of people for their turn. Here, I would honestly go special. If they have 2 creatures on board, I would go ahead and special here, but we're gonna act like they don't. So this is the kind of tough situation. Do I normal and go into Boxia, or do I normal go for Moye? It's kind of pick your poison. I would honestly normal here and go for Moye. Now let's say that they, apologies, my son was waking up, but let's say that they had more creatures than us, right? So we have Ecclesia, let's say we special Ecclesia, okay? And then boom, we could special out the Mo. Reveal. Special. Go. Chain link 1, chain link, yeah. Chain link 1, chain link 2. Going to Baron by going through Longuan. And it doesn't have to be Baron. It's just my go-to choice. I am a Baron pursuer. I'm all about Omni negates. So I would go here. So now we have 68, so we have just about game. Yeah, we actually have a game. So then we just go here and win the game. So Droll, Imperm got it done for us. Pretty simple. So that's gonna be it tonight, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please be kind, be respectful. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the testing that we have tonight. I do have some ideas floating for another Fire King build, so be on the lookout for that. And please, 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 guys, try this version of the deck out. Let me know how Shifter works out for you, how Super Poly does for you in this deck. I wish you guys all the best of luck who are actually going to try it and mess around with it and be daring enough to do that. Call yourself a pioneer of sorts if things work out and you start doing a lot better at locals against decks like Fire King and Labyrinth. So yeah, that'll be it again, guys, tonight. Be on the lookout for more videos coming up. Check them out, and please keep supporting the channel. Really helps out and keeps me motivated, guys. So be safe, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.